All right, so you have a job and you're not quite happy. You are considering entrepreneurship, you're inspired, and you want to start a business in a low risk way. How do you balance starting a company while you have a job? Do you have to quit your job to start a business? So, first of all, you absolutely do not need to quit your job to start a company. I started mine while I was a full time student. It was during finals week and it was the peak of my track and field season. You can make time to get something going if you really work at it. So, let's talk about your two most important assets, your money and your time. You're going to need to free these up to start a business while you have a job. So, the first thing you need to do is lean out and get extremely tight with your money temporarily. You're working your job right now to earn enough money to live the life you want. So, step one is to reduce the amount of money required to live. So, if you can do that, you're not dependent on your job and you can put more time and money elsewhere. So, start to sacrifice your lifestyle so you can bank money. Save it and hoard it so that you can have the runway that can act as an insurance policy and you can have more money to put into your business. So, what if I told you that if you gave me $1, I would give you $2? Just like that. You give me $1, I give you $2. Well, let me tell you, that's exactly how advertising works. That's how purchasing equipment works. That's how hiring employees works. You are using your money to produce more money. So, first you need to free up your money so that you can put it to work for you instead of using it to fund a lifestyle that you don't necessarily like, possibly to impress people that you don't even know. So you should consider selling your expensive cars so you don't have those crazy car payments. Okay? Consider selling your expensive house or moving out of your expensive city so that you don't have the kind of capital needed just to fund your living. Stop spending money that you don't need to spend. Okay? So we're going to take the capital sucks out of our life. We're going to get extremely lean so that we can invest in our future. The longer you can run your business without requiring it to fund an expensive lifestyle, the more momentum you'll get, the more customers you'll get, and the bigger and better your business will become. And it'll all happen faster. So the second asset at play is your time. You have a job. I get it. You have a 40-hour-a-week job. That is required because you need that job to live. You can't stop going into work because you need money. For now, 40 hours of your time goes in and enough money to live comes out. That's fixed. But you have to revamp how you spend the rest of your time. Sit down with your family, sit down with your spouse, sit down with your close friends, and talk to them about what you're going to do. Because you're going to ditch your hobbies, you're going to put them on hold, and you're going to put focused energy on building your business. You're a busy person. I get that. You have a bunch of hobbies, you have a bunch of responsibilities, you have a bunch of things that you have to do. But what is your goal? Is your goal to change your lifestyle? Is your goal to quit your job? Is your goal to escape the rat race and start a business for yourself and take back your time? So to achieve that goal, you got to make some changes. To achieve that goal, you have to make some time. You have to clear your schedule. You have to quit your fantasy football league. You have to give up game night with your friends. You're going to have to miss family brunch for a few Sundays. You're going to have to give up your Xbox and your TV. The average American spends 5 hours a day watching TV. That's 35 hours a week. That's enough time to start a business right there. You have to give up watching sports. You have to give up social media. You have to give up all the things that relax you and that you enjoy, but also suck your time and don't get you closer to your goal. You'll be able to go back to living a balanced life, but for now, you have to get ultra focused. You have to say no to the people who don't respect your time. You have to say no without worrying about giving them a reason why. Okay, they'll understand. Your true friends will understand, especially if you talk to them. So, to make any significant changes, you have to sacrifice pleasure in the near term. For now, we're going to sacrifice our money and our time in the near term so that we can build a business, quit our job, and build the lifestyle that we really want. So I'm not talking about living the Dave Ramsey life for years, sacrificing your money and your time. I'm talking about not having any balance or any hobbies or any fun right now. I'm talking about doing that stuff right now so that 5 years from now or a year from now, you can have the life you want. Okay, so you have a super lean lifestyle or a plan, and you're going to make the time. What now? So the first step is to do your market analysis. Make your list of 10 services that you could offer right now based on the positions that you're in. Do your market study and make sure the sector is growing. Now, play a customer and call the busiest businesses in those sectors and study them. Now make sure the competition is not very accessible. Make sure the competition is overloaded with more business that they can handle, and make sure that there's a hole in the market that you can fill. Make sure you can offer your service faster, cheaper, or better. Make sure that you can use digital marketing and web stuff and tech to get an advantage. So you can read my full analysis on how to spot an idea, how to vet an idea, and what businesses to pursue on my website, sweatystartup.com. The post is titled Idea Generation 101. Check that out. So now the thing is, you need to hit the ground quickly and get out and offer your service as fast as possible. Build your website or write your content and pay someone to build your website. Launch your Google My Business location. Get some reviews on that location from your early customers or friends who can vouch for you. Set up your Google Voice number and use Google to organize your customer service. Set up your social media profiles. Get content out there. Now you need the equipment. Rent the equipment or buy it used as cheaply as possible. Okay, put some energy into this because you're going to want to limit your risk and buy things that you could easily resell. If you don't have any money, pick a business that doesn't require anything special or that you can maybe rent. Okay, now get out and work. Get out and sweat. Get out and service customers on nights and weekends. Get out and make some money. Sacrifice all of your fun and all of your time and all of your spending money right now to build something that will allow you to recapture your time and quit your job and actually get going at this, okay? So I know you can't answer customer service calls or provide service during normal business hours because you have a job. That's a pretty big limitation. I get that. But you can work around this at first, and if you're in the right space, you can still book clients. You'll still find customers who want you to come service them in the evenings and on the weekends. Okay, as the momentum picks up, you can consider hiring someone, or you can just accept that you might lose some leads while you're building the business up early on. That's just fine. Okay, so the goal here is to learn the market. You're going to learn how to provide the service. You're going to learn the ins and the outs of the business. You're going to gather data. You're going to learn what problems occur. You're going to learn what makes it really hard. You're thinking about how you could train employees. You're thinking about how you can scale the company. You're thinking ahead. You're thinking about how you can specialize further and what customers you want to target. Okay, you're doing the marketing that matters. You're getting in front of the customers that matter. You're finding out where your potential customers live, where your potential customers hang out, what your potential customers do, and you're getting really creative when it comes to finding ways to get in front of those customers. You're doing marketing on the ground. You're handing out flyers. You're writing sidewalk chalk. You're using yard signs. You're going door to door. You're finding where your potential customers are, and I'm talking about the ideal customers, and you're getting in front of them. Okay, so another thing that you're going to need is you're going to need to utilize very accurate cash flow projections on a month-to-month basis. The goal here is to project your monthly expenses, and I'm not talking about estimated expenses. I'm talking about doing some research, considering all the taxes that you're going to have to pay, all of the fees and compliance and the overhead, the income tax withholding, all the stuff that goes into running these businesses. If you're going to run payroll, think about all your payroll taxes and your workers' compensation. All that stuff adds up. You need to have all of your expenses on this pro forma on a month-to-month basis, and you need to have all your revenue on this. So you need to build 3 different models. One model is your expected revenue and your expected expenses. Another model is a lot of revenue and what expenses would do if if your business really took off. Another one is worst case scenario. What if you don't get very many customers? What do your expenses look like then? So you're analyzing your risk factors, or these are the risk factors are the unknown expenses that vary, and you're keeping your overhead minimal, and you're updating this pro forma monthly as you operate, as you get more data. So this sheet is going to evolve. This pro forma is going to be your Bible early on. This is going to be you're editing this all the time to project and guess and make accurate assumptions on what's going to happen. Okay, so it's going to be a grind. You're going to have to bust it. You're going to have low sleep. You're not going to have very much fun. This is the short term though, okay? You are sacrificing enjoyment and weekend fun and hobbies right now so that you can escape the rat race, so that you can reclaim your time, and so that you never have to commute an hour each way for a job that you hate ever again. Okay, so when do you quit your day job? Well, that's up to you. So you can use your pro formas, and you can consider your momentum, and you can consider your business and the analysis of where it currently stands. Look at this business and make an analytical decision. So get behind the facts and the logic, and let them crush the anxiety and the fear that comes with leaving your job. So some things to consider. What is your risk tolerance? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have children to feed? Do you have tons of student loan debt? Do you have, what is the worst case scenario? What's the worst that could happen to you? What's the best case scenario? Consider where you're at in your life, okay? So use all those things, make an accurate decision, hit the ground running. Don't let having a job scare you out of getting out there and mixing it up and starting a company, okay? So as always, email me, nick@sweatystartup.com if you have a question, and I would be happy to answer it for you and possibly feature it here on the podcast. So thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.